The Signal in the Noise, a near-future story about AI's growing influence. The year was 2026, and the world had grown accustomed to the hum of invisible helpers. AI whispered through every city, guiding traffic, predicting weather shifts, optimizing power grids, and even composing late-night playlists for insomniacs. But the story really began in Talon Ridge, a small coastal town known for two things: its fishing boats and its stubborn refusal to adopt new tech. People joke that Talon Ridge still ran on coffee, gossip, and diesel fumes. That changed the day Sora, a global environmental AI network, detected a pattern no human had noticed. 1. The warning. SORAS algorithms had picked up a strange anomaly in ocean temperature data, something tiny, almost buried in noise. But it was consistent. A subtle warming pocket creeping toward Talon Ridge's bay. Not enough to trigger global alarms, but enough to matter. Sora sent a notification to the regional office. Risk of marine ecosystem collapse in Sector 1 for sea within 18 days. Most alerts went ignored. There were thousands like it every day. But one analyst noticed it. Aisha Tran, a former marine biologist who had left the field after budgets ran dry. Curious, she dug deeper. The AI's prediction models showed the town's fish population could crash almost overnight, destroying the local economy, too. The arrival. Aisha drove to Talon Ridge, armed with data printouts the townspeople didn't much care for. The mayor scoffed. The fishermen grumbled. Someone muttered, "Great, now the robots want to tell us how to fish." But one person listened. Jonah Hale, a third-generation fisherman who cared more about protecting the bay than defending old habits. So Aisha and Jonah worked together, feeding real-time catch data, sonar scans, and water samples back into Sora. The AI refined its model early. The truth was undeniable. A silent algae bloom non-toxic, but oxygen-hungry was growing underwater. It was invisible from the surface. By the time humans noticed, it would be too late. 3. The turn. Jonah convinced the fleet to halt fishing for 72 hours, a devastating short-term loss, but the only chance to save the bay. The town split. Arguments erupted at the docks. But on the second day, Sora pinned updated predictions. Oxygen depletion slowing. Probability of ecosystem collapse reduced to 17%. By day 3, 4%. The bloom dissipated naturally. The bay breathed again. And the fish returned. 4. The shift. Word spread. For the first time, Talon Ridge didn't see AI as a threat to their way of life, but as something that amplified their ability to protect it. Sora didn't replace fishermen. It didn't govern the town. It didn't demand praise. It simply listened to the world at a scale no human ever could and pointed out the things people couldn't see soon enough. 5. The world notices. Within months, small towns around the globe looked to Talon Ridge as an example of collaboration rather than replacement. Farmers used AI to predict soil stress. Small clinics used it to catch early signs of rare diseases. Local governments used it to spot infrastructure risks before they turned into disasters. People began to understand AI wasn't the hero of the story. Humans were. AI just made them better at being human. And sometimes, all it took to change a community was one anomaly in the noise, and someone willing to listen.